Hey everyone, and welcome back to another session of Experts Talk. Today, myself and Alkan are going to discuss the importance of analyzing the master plan when you're going to buy a villa or a townhouse in Dubai, especially when you've never lived inside a townhouse or a villa in Dubai. And what are the differences that you should be looking for?
Right. Well, that's a really good question, actually. So when you analyze an entire master plan, obviously you need to be very selective, okay? Because we all have our own certain criteria.
Of course.
Right? Although a lot of the townhouses or a lot of the villas might be similar in terms of style, perhaps the plots are a little bit different, right? Might be a corner plot, might be something back to back, might be something, single row. And all of these are really crucial when it comes to choosing your property.
And of course, for the people that want to be close to the park, maybe if they have kids, and for some other people that don't want to be close to the park because they don't want to be bothered, how far away is the swimming pool? How far away is the gym? How far are you from the actual entrance and exit of the community to reach to your house? These are all important things that you should be looking for. Is there anything that you can
there's
tell us about it?
Two things that we need to keep in mind, two things that will be influenced by the decision, of choosing something close to an asset like a swimming pool or a gymnasium or choosing a corner plot, for example, right? Price, obviously, right? Price is usually a determining factor in terms of where you're looking at within the community. Usually the least desirable properties are usually the lowest, the lowest ticket size ones as well.
Right.
When you get something closer to a swimming pool, there will be a little bit of a premium just purely due to location.
Right.
And another thing to bear in mind as well is you need to be early in a project to cherry pick these good units.
That's the thing, right?
You need to be early.
Yes.
Right. So when a project does launch for the first time, if you do have an advisor who's ready to go there on your behalf, or you're ready to go with him or her there, it makes a big difference because you're among the first people who's going to be saying, okay, that's the one I want.
Exactly.
Right? Whereas as opposed to later, you don't get that, that luxury.
And there's something very important as well. If you are going for a back-to-back option, it's also important to know how far away is your neighbor in the back from you. Some communities have that space. Usually there's a small alley or a street between, but some other communities don't have that.
That's very true as well. That's a really good observation. And this is where your advisor really needs to be able to chip in. To understand the drawback between villas, right? Where it does add breathing room, where your kids can go out and play, right? Where you have maybe two lanes rather, as opposed to one lane. These are all very, again, determining factors to what you're going to buy.
And there's some townhouses, for example, that don't have the access to the backyard from the outside if it's a middle unit.
True as well.
All these questions are things that you must ask when you're looking at a master plan, when you're buying your townhouse or a villa. And another thing that people don't realize, that many townhouses, if not most of them, don't have a ladder to get to the top.
Also true, right? But look, I mean, when it comes to an average person like you and I, right? For example, if we're going to buy such a big asset, we really should, right? As investors, which one way or the other you are investing into an asset, you really need to dig into all these minor little details. You can't be sitting in one part of the city asking your advisor on the other part of the city. You can ask your advisor. Hopefully they are knowledgeable enough and educated enough to be able to explain it to you. But if you don't have that luxury, then you do need to come in and you do need to analyze all of this.
Right. So it's really important to analyze the master plan. When you look at it, don't just skim through it. Go into the details that we just discussed. There's a lot of more things that we can help you understand when you buy your townhouse or villa in Dubai. For the viewers, if you're looking to understand more on how to analyze the master plan, get in touch with us. Myself and Alkan will be more than happy to assist you, and we'll see you in another session. Goodbye.